Hey, Dave. Yeah, just fix the audio.
Did you start a new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey everybody, we're back on and we've got the audio fixed. Woohoo! I'm so tickled. Shane is a genius. But you guys, oh gosh, y'all hung with me. Dave, I'm glad to see you. You say you sound good, and Deborah Sales says good morning, guys. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all here in just a minute. So we'll be back as soon as the countdown ends. Okay, everybody. Mark, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you, Dave?
I'm so glad to hear you. I'm glad that we're back and everything's going well. We had a little issue, but we got it taken care of. And, I've got one of the best technicians around, and I am so tickled He's done well by us, and I'm so appreciative. I'm seeing so many people on here with us, hanging in there with us. Cheryl Young says, hi, y'all. Trish Horn says, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast. I guess I was a second or two late getting on. Okay, I got you. Hotel Mario says, hello, David Mark. And Dave, I'm so glad you're on here. Has been one of our dearest and best friends. And anyway. Hey, Nancy Tolliver says, Dave, I'm back home from Huntsville and all that ice. It's about time you got back, Nancy. I hate that you wasn't in our territory to be able to experience all the beautiful weather we had. But anyway, guys, I want to talk to you a little bit today. The reason we're doing this live, we've got a couple of things. I got a special guest going to come on with us here in just a little bit. And I'm really tickled to have her join our team, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But as we look at the radar, Mark, we pretty well got rain everywhere except for over us. Oops, I'm about to mess up our picture here.
Right. We're underneath a little bit of a dry slot right now, but we've got plenty of rain coming in through the rest of the day,
right,
all the way back down into Arkansas. That'll finally be out of here, and we may start to see a little bit of improvement as we head through the day tomorrow.
What do I hear? Do I hear the chance for sunshine? Is that
could be? Maybe not tomorrow evening or by Monday morning.
Okay.
We'll probably see a little bit of sun.
Okay, you heard it here first. Mark says we're going to get sunshine we may get some clearing skies by Sunday evening. I hate that we missed the full wolf moon. The moon was full last night, wasn't it? Was it last night?
Yes, that was last night.
So, the moon is always a special thing to see because it's something everybody can enjoy just by looking up in the sky. And I don't know. Just something about looking at a full moon makes your mind wander, and you think about life in general, and the wolves will howl, and the coyotes will bark, and all kinds of things happen in a full moon. But anyway, so you can still see it. It just won't be quite full. Maybe by Monday, we'll see as soon as the sun. But I'm going to be so glad to get some sunshine out there because we need sun. Some of you guys, me especially, needs to see some sunshine and bright light because a lot of you are affected by what's called SAD, which is short for seasonal affective disorder. And basically it means it's just an absence of light. And you start getting these feelings of depression and everything. But I just wanted you to know that I'm glad to see you guys on here. It's been about, maybe a little over a week since we were on with you. Sandy Gibbs says, good morning, all. Hi, Sandy. It's good to see you. Sheila Edgar says, morning, y'all. Eric Brake, hey, Edgar. Eric, good grief. My mouth is not working right, so excuse me. I really ought to put on my glasses because I can see you, but it's a little bit, makes me not pronounce names probably. Well, that's a good excuse anyway. But Eric Brake says, yeah, sound is fixed, and it is. And let's see here. Nancy Ladd says, thank you, guys. So we're on here with you. We're going to talk about the weather today, but we're also going to talk about the end of the January thaw. And you can already tell it. If you go outside, it's somewhat cooler out, cooler than it has been. And we're going to have about another week of reasonable weather. Right now, it looks like most of the week will be dry, and we sure need some dryness because, oh my goodness, we've had so much rain, and if we get too much more, we're going to have to worry about flooding issues. So we'll see. I don't think we'll get enough in this batch coming in. Let me go ahead and put it into motion to cause us to have, well, let's see. It's coming up from the south, so we still got this out to the west to come through. And it doesn't seem like it's moving much. So, yeah, this is going to probably be an ongoing all-day thing, maybe even into night before this stuff clears out of the area because you got this big line. It looks like it's all moving northeast, but I think the overall thing has to move east, if I'm right, Mark. Or you think?
That's right. This is like wraparound from the system, or actually it's a warm front going through out ahead of the actual low pressure and the next cold front to come through. Okay. So that'll drop our temperatures a little bit early in the week. So it'll be sunny, but it'll be cool.
Yeah, Mona Raymer says, lots of sun and warmer temperatures, please. Well, I wish I could serve that to you like you asked, but unfortunately it's not within my power. There's only Only the Lord can give us the power for that. So, but I think that it's going to work out. We'll get some sunshine by Monday, and it will seem better. We'll enjoy life better because it's hard to be down when you got beautiful sunshine and blue skies. Yeah, that'll help a lot to pick our spirits up. Connie Cancer says, "Hello, David Mark." Hi, Connie. Glad to see y'all here with us. I'm welcoming all you guys, and I'm so excited to introduce our next guest whenever she gets ready to come on, and it'll be here a little bit. We want to get through some of our weather stuff first. So we're talking about the end of the January thaw. So as I said, I think we're going to get through most of the week, but by next weekend, I think you'll start seeing stuff happening. I think we'll start seeing some more rain and maybe even some storms, because anytime you get a change in the pattern when it's going from mild, which is what we have been. I think it'll be mild some this coming week, but even though we're a little cool right now, I think that one of these days, after we get into the end of the week, the temperatures may be up enough where we may have to be concerned about storms, and that time is coming on us fast. Storm season is only about 6 weeks away, and if I look at the pattern right, we'll take a look. Let me see if I can find the models here. Let's see here. I can't remember where I put it. Hold on just a second. Oh, I bet it's down here. Never mind. It's down here, right?
You hit Chrome
All right. Don't give up on me. We're working on it right here.
right there.
Okay.
Chrome and Mark.
Okay. And I don't have Mark, but I certainly got the models.
Click right here.
Let me do one more thing.
Show on stream. Close.
I got one of the best technicians. I swear. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him, but
There we go.
I really like him. I see you, Mark. Okay, so this is the GFS, which is one of the models that you see. That I think this is today, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, this is. Is this
Should be current.
January 27th? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we see some wraparound already coming. You see a little bit of that snow layer back there in far western Missouri, southwestern Missouri, and you got the low pressure right here. So I'm going to put this into motion, and we'll see kind of. I think I'm going to do a little bit one at a time. So there we have. This would be at 6 p.m. today. So gosh, we got the low almost on top of us, and as we continue, it continues that wraparound moisture. So it looks like it's going to go into midnight anyway tonight, and finally by about looks like 6 o'clock in the morning, most of the rain is out of here. So you can see some snow off over in eastern Kentucky and up to the north, up in Ohio and so forth, but most of it is out of here. You might have to, if you're going over to the east, going into the Appalachians, yeah, you may run into some snow and maybe some accumulating snow over there. But you know, that's one of the things, building back up the snowpack that was there. That will be a part of what will happen when we start getting into more of the pattern change going into February. And so, again, we've got a little clipper system up to the north. It's moving off to the east. Will probably not affect us, but it will bring some cooler temperatures. This would be on the 31st, the last day before we switch over into February. So you already see there's something at play here. So we're going to keep going and watch this out. You know what they're calling this storm out here to the west, Mark?
What's that?
The arc storm.
The arc storm.
You know, I heard another person talking about that on YouTube yesterday, and I agree with them. This was asinine to give it that name. That's just a bunch of what I would call armchair meteorologists that don't know a lot about weather, but they think it's so much rain going to happen. You're going to have an arc. Well, don't buy into that. That's not the fact.
They had a atmospheric river go across them like several months ago, where it got inundated with rain and snow and everything else. This is just going to be one shot compared to the days and days and days and days they had it last night.
Right. So let's go on through time. Let's get that on in here. Now we're starting to see some cooler air still trying to work its way from the northeast, but that's not the mother lode. This is going into February 4th, and that's when I thought we were going to see our first shot at some more snow, but it does look like it's going to be a little bit after that. Of course, this is just one model rendition, and we've got another storm comes across us on the 7th, and going into the 8th, it's through real fast. Now we start seeing the cold air get down in here. I don't know. High pressure over, still not seeing anything. And we got a pretty good storm there. This one right here might be one to keep an eye on. We've got some what looks like could be severe weather off to our southwest down here. But again, that would be for February 10th. Still don't see. There's the signs of the cold outbreak coming in, and you can see it. It's tightened.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any doubt that's going to get here. It's going to be a little bit later than I expected. And
But definitely by mid-February.
yeah, no doubt. This is February 12th we're looking at, which is as far out as this model goes. And I don't know if the timing's right, but you know what? Look at the position of this, Mark. We got a system down here in Mexico now, and we got the cold air about to get over. So this one right, you know what I'm seeing here.
Right. We're looking for that low to develop into a storm and pass south of us.
That's exactly right. If it does that, then guess what? Folks, we're going to get some snow. Maybe enough to make snow cream. I don't know, but it would be nice to try something like that. But anyway, I'm going to go back over here to the radar, and let's talk a little bit about this. We're back in here. I do want to look around at some of the cameras that we have going. Let me stop the action. And let's look out here in Missouri. Good grief. It's 40 degrees back there, by the way. Okay, here's Essex, Missouri. This is one of our favorite visiting places. And, okay, now
There we go.
there's better. Let's see, Shane, I've got, let me do this here. It's got one thing here wrong with it. I've got the,
Oh, wrong one. It's that one.
yeah, I thought so. I'm learning
we
this.
go.
See, sometimes I can beat old Shane, but not very often. But sometimes I've got him dead to rights, but that's all right. Okay, so this is Essex, Missouri. You can see it's rain, and more rain. Water's ponding, so it's been raining there for a while. Wind's fairly light, about 3 miles an hour, so there's not much there as far as rain goes. As wind goes. But anyway, so that's still to come, and I want to look back down here at UT Martin, which is just to our southwest. And again, they're getting rain as well, no doubt. No snow to be found anywhere near us. I'm going to zoom way out. Let's see if we see any snow anywhere in the country. Well, no, not much. Not much. So I tell you what, I do want to look up here at this, this camera we always go to, Barefoot Bar. Oh, wow. Oh, Mark, look at this. They got ice fishing going.
Yeah, they're out ice fishing.
Man, that looks like fun. Good grief. What is the temperature there? Oh, well, this reason it's 29 degrees. But that does look like fun. I had no idea that they could go out. All right, I know where I'm going to have to go here next winter. I'm heading to Barefoot Bar Marina in Iowa. That looks really nice. Yeah, I've never done anything like that. I've never been ice fishing, but gosh, they got four-wheelers out on it. You know, wouldn't you hate to have that ice crack in them four-wheelers? But I bet that ice is pretty thick. But
It's been plenty cold up there for it to be.
yeah, for a long time. I don't think they're getting any snow, but it kind of looks like they're getting something. It's either snow or a haze in the air. But yeah, that
Around here, it could be fog.
yeah, it's possible.
Warmer air coming over that ice.
Yeah, it's 29 degrees. It's not going to be much warmer air. But I thought you guys like to see that. I want to look at one more thing. Let's look up here around Detroit. See what that looks like. It's a new camera up. Wow, look at this. There's the Great Lakes out there. Let's see, which lake is this? This would be, well, I don't know. It's a small little part of, well, I don't know what lake it is. Good grief. Let me look at this a little closer. There's a little body of water in this area between Michigan and Canada. And that's pretty sharp looking, though. I do like it. That's a nice camera. So, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to get sidetracked, but I just get wound up over things like this. So anyway, yeah, that's nice. But it's 38 degrees there. Look at this one right here. This is another one up in Michigan. And I believe this is a new one as well. And they still got some snow piles, snow banks up there where most of their snow is on the ground. It's melted, but yeah, that's a nice looking shot as well. So these are new cameras that are up now that we didn't have when we were on a week or two ago. So that's nice. It's 40 degrees, so it's also a fairly nice place. That's I want to say that, I don't know where that is. That says Department of Public Safety headquarters. So, but it doesn't tell me what city. I'll try to look them up and find that. This is a storm chaser parked at his home. He had so much snow that it's still snow there. I guess they were not going to see the ground until March. But yeah, it's been a lot of snow there. 42 degrees there, so that snow's melting. But anyway, the fact of the matter is we do have a lot of rain around the area. And I believe that we may get that stuff in here a little bit sooner than mid-month, but I don't know. But certainly by mid-month, we will be in the middle of the throes of the polar vortex. Let's see. Let's look at some of our people who are chatting with us. Deborah Sale says, same moon. When we look up at it, we're all seeing the same thing. My long-distance friends will sometimes go out and while on the phone and look together, reminding us that we're closer than we feel. Boy, Deborah, that's a nice thought. Really nice.
That's excellent.
Yeah. Frankie Smith says, good to see you, David. Appreciate you so much. Mildred Sewell says, hello. She's watching. Chris Meacham says, good morning, everyone. He's probably laid up in bed somewhere anyway. Shelly Workman says, sorry I'm late, y'all. Well, we were a little late getting on, Shelly, but we're glad to see you on here anyway. And Eric Brake says the single-digit temps got rough after a week. I don't think I'm cut out to live in Canada, you know.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I'm kind of like you, Eric. It does get on your nerves after a while. But you know what? I noticed that I had gotten a lot more used to it. It didn't seem as cold as it did when it first came in. Mm-hmm. Instead of it feeling like 0, it felt more like, I don't know, 10 or 12. So anyway, Chris Peters says, I like to see snow on TV, not here anymore. I'm ready for spring. Yeah, I'm not quite ready for spring yet. I would like to see a good snow where we can all make snow cream and enjoy it. And then after it's done, yeah, let's get spring in here. Eric Brake says to Shelley, howdy. Connie Kessler says, I went ice fishing one time in Wisconsin. I hope you enjoyed it. Did you catch anything? That's the next question I got for you. Barry Vorvis says, hi, David, Mark. It's a beautiful day today, about 39. Good to hear that, Mary. I'm glad that maybe things are going to get better for you up there as well.
That's a heat wave up where they are.
Oh, I know. She's in Michigan, which is some of those cameras we just looked at. But anyway, so what we feel like is that we'll still have another period. Now, those temperatures in the 1st of February are going to be cooler. They're not going to be hot by any stretch of the imagination. And so don't expect a heat wave, but we're going to be good for a while. And anyway, I think that, let's see here. How long have we been on? We've been on 23 minutes. Wow, time is flying. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. I can't see anything. Hope you guys. Oh, by the way, I want to tell you guys, be sure and subscribe. Become a member of our tribe. Let's see here. Let's see. It looks like somebody subscribed here a while back, but I can't tell who it was. But anyway, I wanted to tell you though, if you become a member of our tribe by subscribing, you're a member of the Watchers of the Wind tribe, and that may not mean much now, but it means a lot once you become in there and get to visit all the other people that are on here. We enjoy having everyone on here with us. I really do. It means something to me, your friends. And it's hard to get away from you guys because I think about you when I'm not on. So, Connie Kessler says when she went ice fishing, she says, I did not catch a thing. You know, I'll tell you, Connie, I'm a fair weather fisherman. I'm not much on ice fishing, but I always wanted to try it, see how it did. I don't know. Maybe you just wasn't holding your mouth right. But anyway, sorry about that. But anyway, so let's take a look around the area. Let's look at some of our traffic cameras and see what they look like. I think our first one here is our bypass, Southern Bypass in Hopkinsville. We're looking out over there that's Huck's and the stadium over in the background. And this is on the Southern Bypass in Hopkinsville. You see it's wet and damp just like it is everywhere else.
Yeah. Wet and more wet.
And a little breeze going, so it's going to feel a little bit chilly on it. And then as we move forward let's go down to the elevator cam, which is be on Skyline Drive. And again, it shows wetness. We're only looking down at the grain bins, and you see that's Skyline Drive in the top of the frame there. But traffic's moving along just fine. As we go over to the west, let's take a look at. This is the I-24 and 6880 interchange there at WKDZ Studios, and we appreciate them allowing us to use our cameras to show the traffic and weather conditions over there. As you see, it's got rain on the lens, and you see it's raining over there right now. That's back in that, probably getting close to that part that's been moving our way a little bit. And then let's look one more. Let's look at downtown Cadiz. Same thing. It's wet. It's just a peaceful Saturday morning over there. Some of the folks are out shopping in some of the stores there along the street. Cadiz is a nice little town. I really enjoy that place. It's a beautiful place to be and live, and the people there are pretty nice too. So I enjoy Cadiz and the folks there. And let's see. Let's go back to the radar again. So Mark, what do you think? Can you talk to me about the pattern, see what you think?
Yeah, this pattern, again, the low is well off to our west yet. It's going to go up to north of us. We're going to have the rain until the cold front moves through, and that'll be, again, towards the morning. Tomorrow, the clouds will remain around us for a while. But by Monday, we should start to see some clearing skies, although we're not going to see super warm temperatures yet.
Yeah, I think the super warm temperature is probably going to wait till spring. By the way, I will
Probably.
say that when the cold gets here, it's going to last into March. It does look like it may be a late spring. At least that's what the long-range monthly models are showing. And boy, it still shows some mighty cold air coming. It still shows that storm track just to our south of our area, which is what we want if you want to get some good snowfall. So, yeah, folks, winter's not over. You may think it is for a while. It may take a little bit for it to get back in here, but it's going to come, and you will know it when it gets here. Eric Brake says he traveled across the lake several times during the extreme cold and is surprised by how much of the water was frozen over. Yeah, when you get temperatures for extended periods of time, by the way, I will tell you that length and intensity of the cold has not been seen in the last 30 to 40 years. So it was kind of a record. It wasn't really a record, but it shows how extreme that weather and cold was, and hopefully we've seen the last of that. So I think the next cold that's coming won't be quite to that extent or right to that intensity, but it's certainly going to be cold. Let's see. Questionably Robert says, "How's it going, y'all?" Hey, Questionably Robert. Good. I like that handle. It's kind of neat. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, guys, get on and subscribe, because we are able to bring this to you because of our subscribers and our viewers, and it means a lot, and it'll help us to bring more stuff to you. Hopefully, we get rid of all these problems we have whenever we try to go on, but we're working on it. Each time this happens, we find another thing, we learn more. You got to remember, we haven't even been on a year yet, so we're still learning some of the ins and outs of how to do this, and I hope that it's been good and helpful to you guys. Nancy Latz says she loves shopping the antique shops in Cadiz. It is nice. It is really nice. Dylan Hancock says he's watching in Cadiz. Happy Saturday. Hey, Dylan, good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Dylan was one of my fans on the radio station over there, WKDZ and WHVO, and I'm glad to see you, Dylan. Good to see you on there. Anyway, so if you guys have any questions, I will tell you that if you become a subscriber, I'm going to show this. I don't have a jacuzzi. Doggone it, I did it again. I don't have a koozie with me right now, but we were going to get one. I'll have it next time we come on and show you the koozie. But this is the logo if you become a member of our tribe called Watchers of the Wind. And it's a nice looking logo. We have decals of that you can put on the back window of your windshield. If you become a subscriber, you can eligible to get that. You can just send it to our email. Okay, here we go. We're starting with the jacuzzi again. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Eric, you're such a champion for us. He says, 15 likes. Can we go to 25? Sounds good to me, Eric. He says, jacuzzi. And then Dave starts laughing about it. Yeah, Dave, I appreciate that. Shelly Workman says, "Be nice, y'all." She's laughing, so everybody gets a kick out of my pronunciation of the. All right, let me get it right. Koozie. It's koozie, not jacuzzi. Even though my mouth gets tongue-tied trying to say. You know what? I knew someone and couldn't even say aluminum. Aluminum. Who was it?
Aluminium.
Condominium. Yeah, that's another one's kind of hard to say. Or, and I had the hardest time one time saying intrinsically safe. Anyway, I don't know why we're bringing this up. Because I thought it was funny. Anyway, so I want to be able to bring you guys our latest guest. She has come to us by, I don't know really how it just worked out. She was watching one of our feeds and we got to talking to her a little bit, and turns out we've got a lot of mutual interest, and I really like this person, and I like her husband. They're just really good people. So without further ado, if she's ready, are we ready in there? No. Okay, they're getting on it, so hang on just a minute. In the meantime, I get to talk to y'all by myself. Hey, I hope you like my Mandela back here behind me. It's part of my Native American heritage, and the guys here thought it would help my spirits if I had it up, and it does. You know, it feels good to be there. But anyway, Cheryl Young tells everybody to be nice. Dave says, "Mark, I heard your pronunciation, so you okay." All right, without further ado, I'm going to bring in, let me make sure I've got this right. Hey, there's Katie Moyer. Hi, Katie.
Hey, how are you? Great to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on board with us. Katie is the owner of Kentucky Hemp Works, but she's been doing a lot of volunteer work too with tornado recovery up in Dawson Springs. But she has absolutely become a very good friend of ours here. We think the world of her. And I tell you the truth, Katie's going to be sponsoring something you guys have been wanting for a while. She's going to be sponsoring that thought. You know, a lot of you, the whole thing about this is when we first started this, we were going to do the thought of the day, similar to my Facebook page. And a lot of you said, hey, I'd like to see that on your YouTube. So I started doing it, but I don't know. I don't know what happened to me, but Katie has given me the reason to want to bring it back, and it's going to be coming back in a big way. We're going to do it as some shorts, it looks like, for a while. And so she's going to sponsor us with Kentucky Hemp Works, and her husband's going to help us with some music. And we're going to be talking more about that in future posts, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of it. So, Katie, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Thank you so much for having me on today. So Kentucky Hemp Works is a very small business nestled in Christian County, Kentucky, out in Crofton. We are a seed processor, so we work with all different parts of the plants. But when it comes to what we actually do, as far as the nuts and bolts of the operation, what makes us a processor is we're cold pressing seeds for the vegetable oil that's inside of them. So we do a lot of other unique products as well. But we have all been fans of David Powell's weather reports for years, and I dare say decades at this point. So we, this is sort of bringing together two things that we really loved, weather and getting our weather reports from David and then, the hemp and, of course, my husband's music. So I feel like this is the culmination of several years of, things kind of lining us all up to work.
Yeah, you came to us basically when you were watching Amy and Shane's road reports out there after the snow and everything. They went out and they traveled the road so that everyone could see the road conditions. And so it's been really good. I've actually used some of the salve that you have, and oh my goodness, I'm really, really impressed. It has. I had a thumb that was aching a lot. Let me get over here. Now, there it is. Yeah. See, it's still working, but it was really, really sore, having a hard time moving it. And now, after using that salve for a couple of days, it's so much better. I'm so surprised. Let's see. Wait just a minute. Let's see. I'm looking here at the responses. Have several people saying hello to you, Katie, Connie Chancellor, Shelley Workman, Cheryl Young. And, I'm glad to see people welcoming you aboard because I think this is going to be a good match and a good fit. And I want to tell you, I'm looking forward to the future with you and doing some other things. So you guys are going to be able to appreciate the Thought coming back. It's something that we haven't had a chance to do much of. We're going to be doing that. Nancy Tolliver says, "Hi, Katie." So you got a lot of people saying hello to you, and I think they're welcoming because my people on here, they absolutely, they're loyal friends. I think the world of every one of them. They're so nice people, and it looks like that. I think that they will be able to support you in what you're doing and what we're going to try to accomplish. We're going to talk a little bit more about Kentucky Hemp Works and some of the things that are beneficial to us all. And I'm a firm believer because I have a background in some of the hemp industry, but you don't do it quite you do a little bit different part of it than what I was involved in. But I'm very, very appreciative of you coming on board with us, and I'm looking forward to hearing some music from your husband. He's going to be. What group was he in? You told me he was in a musical group at one point.
He was, yes. So he was in the Russian bluegrass band Bering Strait that came to America in the late 90s, I believe, or in the 90s, somewhere in there. They had a couple of albums that they put out, some contracts, and so that's what brought him to the United States. And he was trying to leave to go back to Russia after the band decided to go their separate ways. Then we met, and he canceled those plans pretty quickly after that. So I've been lucky enough to keep him here. Yeah. He's done some music work for us at Kentucky Hemp Works as well. And even just some, fun stuff for family and friends. And he's really done a lot of really excellent production.
I know music has been one of the things that's always hard for us to find. And you got to be careful. Like on YouTube, you don't want to be copyrighted struck on it. And, I've downloaded some stuff from YouTube that says it's copyright free. And then at one time, I had one I downloaded and then turned around, and after I used it, they said, "Hey, this is copyrighted." So from the time I downloaded it to the time I used it, it got copyrighted by someone. So hopefully he's going to help us out here, and I'm anxious to see and hear some of his work, and I will make sure that you guys get to see and hear it. And if you need some music yourself, I'll put some information up there whenever we get ready to do all this stuff, and we'll be more good things coming in the future. Katie, thanks so much for being with us, and I really appreciate you, and we're going to get Mark back on, and we'll try to wrap this up. By the way, several are saying, well, let's see here. Dylan Hancock says, "Hey there, Katie," and Sandy Gibbs says, "Very interested, Katie." So let's see here. Dave says, "Welcome, Katie." Our old friend Dave, he's been a loyal supporter of us. So, we're going to go ahead and get Mark back up. We got to talk about our other sponsor, our paying sponsor here in just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the solo radar. And here we are. So I'm as soon as Mark gets back in place, I'll bring him back up, and we'll go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit more, and then we'll get ready to wrap this up here shortly. Let's see, who else we got on here? Oh, don't forget to hit like and hit subscribe. The subscriptions are so important to us, everyone. I really hope that you'll subscribe to us. You don't know how much it means, but there's some benefits that comes along with being subscribed to. And Mark, if you're ready, I'm going to bring you back on. Let's see here. There you are.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, wasn't it nice seeing Katie on? She is the natural. We may have to get her to do some co-hosting with us,
Yeah, very well.
Yeah, so I'm really, really enjoying having them on board with us. Shelley Workman says, on our way to 4,000 subscribers now. I'm looking forward to it, but I don't.
We're working on it.
Yeah, we are. We're needing that. If we can get to 4,000, that's going to make things even better. And I want to tell you guys, I appreciate your support. You guys support us just by, trying to encourage people to hit like and subscribe. I do want to, real quick, before I forget, take a word to talk about our benefactor, our sponsor that helped put all this together for us. And that would be Michael Vance Contracting and Roofing. And you can reach him at 270-707-ROOF. But if you need some problem, if you have problems with your roof, and you sure will know it if you do, because your roof would be leaking because we've had so much rain, but give Michael a call, and I can tell you right now, he will do good work for you. And you will not be sorry that you have called Michael Vance Contracting and Roofing. He also owns Lakeside Campground Marina. I intend to go over and stay with him one of these days, or not with him, in a separate place. But anyway, you got a website there at visitlakesidecampground.com. I'm telling you, that place is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. And it's a good place to go to, but you better contact him before the season gets going good, because I can tell you right now, he fills up fast. So just wanted to let you know, I appreciate Michael helping put all this together for us. He's a big believer in the weather and keeping people prepared, and he's a big time. We're going to get him on here at some point too. We got some stuff to talk about on roofs that I didn't even know, but looks like Shelly Workman says, I got to check that campground out. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate it. And it is one of those times when you go to thinking about springtime and you hope that you can get a chance to go over there and not only just camp, but to fish. I remember those days, and it's been so long since I've had, peace like that. I just can't hardly imagine what it's like now. I would give anything, but I'm undergoing some changes in myself. I'm remodeling myself, so to speak. So when the remodel gets done, you'll say, "Ooh, Dave Powell, I didn't know you were like that." So yeah, but anyway, excuse me. So Mark, what else would you like to add?
Well, everybody try to stay dry and try to stay safe, and just watch out. Those roads are still holding some water on them, so there's still some ponding and standing water in different parts of the roadway. So be very careful. We want you all to be safe.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly when we're going to come on again. It's going to depend on the weather, obviously, but I don't foresee us having to come back on this coming week. So maybe a week or so before we get back on. But just know that if there's anything serious that comes up, we will do our best to get on here and let you know about it. Anybody else have any questions you'd like to ask us? I'm watching the chat right now, so just speak up. Dave says hemp root salve, is that what you used on your hand? Absolutely, yes, and that is absolutely. I got to speak to you from the way it helped me. It is absolutely the best thing I never had anything to help my hand like that. It's still a little sore, but it's just like the second day, so, but it is definitely helping. I'm really surprised, and I'm very thankful for that. So yeah, hemp root salve. We're going to try to get some of that stuff put into our online store once we get our online store online, so to speak. But I think that you'll find some things on there that you'll like, and hopefully you'll be able to purchase. And if not, I don't know. Ask Katie if she's got a phone number someone could call. No, wait a minute. He says on the website now. You got that on the website, Amy?
Give me just a second.
Oh, he's on the website now. That's what Dave's saying. He's on their website now, so that's good. Okay. So you can go to Kentucky Hemp Works, I guess, website and find their product. But like I said, we're going to be putting some in our online store. You'll see some things there that are really nice. I'm telling you, it is the best thing since sliced bread as far as I'm concerned. And it's very pleasant, and it smells good. And it's like a green salve is what it is. And it works great. I just rub it on there and let it kind of soak in. And then it does seem to do the job. So my thanks to Katie for providing. Okay, Amy just put up the website address. It's KentuckyHempWorks.com. So, yeah, get on there and visit them and tell them that you got this information from David Powell's Weather and Wisdom, and that we would appreciate that. So, anyway, with that, you have anything else, Mark?
No, everyone be safe. Have a great weekend or the rest of the weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, and with that, we're going to say so long to you guys, and just know that we love you, and we're going to be seeing you or talking to you again here pretty soon. So just hang with us. See you later.